My question of today is, have you sold any crypto today? Yes or no? Put that down below. And the first article that we're starting with is XRP surged to 47 cents while top exchanges moved almost 100 million XRP. Now I still, after making the video of like 2 days ago, still get a lot of people asking me what it means if there's a huge amount of XRP being transferred, and all I can do is just laugh and look at the transaction and laugh a little bit more. So what we're talking about right here is 53 million XRP transferred from an unknown wallet to Bybit. In two lumps, 20 million and 53 million, a total 73 million. And there was a little bit more here. As you can see, according to Whale Alert, in the last 10 hours, 93.3 million XRP have been sent to two crypto exchanges, Bybit and Binance, in about 3 transactions. And people ask me, Dusty, what does this mean? Tell me. And I always reply in the same manner. It could be that they're putting their XRP there because they want to sell it. However, it could also be that they're putting it there because they want to hold it, because that's a safe place for them. It could also be that they want to do some crazy leverage with it because they want to make some extra money. It could also be they've actually just sold this XRP. Let's say, for example, if I were to hire David Schwartz to make something for me and he charged me $22.7 million, it's a lot that I do not have, but I might have to send it to his Bybit account. Who knows? All that stuff could be what's happening here. It's not necessarily a positive thing. It is not necessarily a good thing or negative thing. However, you should keep in the back of your head, if they're sending XRP from an unknown wallet to an exchange, it is mostly a bad thing. If they're taking their money from an exchange to an unknown wallet, it is mostly a good thing, but that is just the average, because most people think in the same way. If they are sending money to an exchange, it is most likely because they want to sell or do something with that XRP, which means getting rid of it. And if they're taking it off, it most likely means they are done doing something with that. Moving on, Whale Alert has been really crazy. I've been checking them out all day here, and every time I just am amazed with the amount of money that people have. That's one thing, but also the huge transactions that are going around today. It is going insane, and I still am placing my bet that tomorrow is going to be an even bigger day for crypto than today was, as that's usually what happens. If it wasn't, okay, there we already go. We're up 3% on the hour all of a sudden. I think this video is going to be up in like 2 hours or so, because I still have some editing to do on my 5-minute crypto thing. But let me know what the Bitcoin price is down below while you're watching this now. All right, again, we were just at 42 point something thousand. I'm still betting that 50,000 could be right around the corner, and that tomorrow, which is basically like right now in a couple of hours, can still be bigger, and we can still make another all-time high for Bitcoin, which is right now at 44.4 thousand. So just let me know what you guys think about that. I'm purely saying that on my basis that people mostly react one day later to the news with heavier impulses. They go for the day itself in the first couple of hours, but the day afterwards is when the really big stuff happens most of the time. But again, just let me know what you think down below. We'll see in a couple of hours. Maybe I'm wrong. Could definitely be so. I'm not a freaking guru. I'm not a genius. Then, Chinese GPU miners reportedly buying in bulk NVIDIA laptops to mine Ether. So there's a new laptop which came out in January. The miners in China are buying it like crazy because they said it can rake in about 2.3 Ethereum per year, which is about $3,900. And even though that's definitely worth it, here in the Netherlands, if we were to mine with that, that would be very, very expensive in terms of electricity. So that would definitely most likely not even be worth it, as you're only getting, I guess like $2,000 profit in a year. And I don't know how much the electricity would cost, but I think Netherlands has one of the most expensive electricities in the world. So I'd have to go and place my mining laptops then over in like a Belgium place, or I'd have to go to freaking Iceland to make a whole farm if we were to put in, let's say, for example, $100,000 into these mining laptops. Because from a different perspective, if it's $2,000, again, kind of excluding the what's it called now? The freaking electricity here. It's between $1,000 and $2,000 to buy the laptop. Let's say maximum, right? $2,000, and you get $4,000 in a year. That's again at the current Ethereum price, which we think is going to go up. Let's say you're making $2,500. No, we're going to say $2,000 with the electricity already cut off. If you have 100 computers, we're talking some real freaking dough that you're making in a year, right? And I know that's still a $200,000 investment, which is definitely a lot of money. But you're literally doubling your money in a year. And it sounds like a freaking scam just saying it like that, but that's because Ethereum fees are really breaking throughout the roof, and because the price is just gaining this much. It's just going so crazy. But the mining is all definitely worth it right now. If you're doing it, I definitely say keep continuing on, because it's definitely worth it as we speak. Even Bitcoin and all of it is just really worth it. This guy's saying, using a laptop plugged into a wall socket at Starbucks, the user reportedly mined 0.000053 Ethereum worth an estimated 90 cents in around 2 hours. So, my new game plan is I'm going to buy a laptop, go sit at Starbucks for about, I don't know, let's say 16 hours a day, which is this 80 cents times 8, which means I'm going to make $7 a day for sitting at Starbucks, which means I can buy about one coffee, which will basically be free working space then, right? Because I'm literally earning my coffee back. Now, I could also just stay at home then, not use the laptop, and not spend $7 on coffee, which would basically, put me at the same equilibrium. However, the idea is pretty interesting though, because I would most likely just buy the coffee then with my debit card and then keep the Ethereum on my laptop, which means more Ethereum for the longer term, which means I would actually get this 90 cents to turn into $90 over the nenext couple of years, hopefully. The point is, however, that it's really freaking profitable to mine right now, and I would definitely consider if electricity were a little bit cheaper, or I'm going to have to think about just moving everything over to, for example, Belgium, where things are a little bit more doable, or just go to a whole different country somewhere else, start myself a whole firm like that, or am I too late? What do you guys think? Yes, I have a little bit of mining running somewhere already, but it's so little that it literally makes no money. So, yeah. Tesla's buying a Bitcoin briefly made Bitcoin worth more valuable than Tesla itself. The crypto was more valuable than all but 7 of the world's publicly traded companies. Interesting, right? How Bitcoin is really breaking records and is going to number 1, with gold being the number 1 out there in assets basically in the world. Publicly traded companies, no, but we're talking real assets. Then, analyzing Discord pump and dump groups, spam on Twitter with perfect foresight. It was basically talking about ADA here. I actually do not think that ADA was pumped in the sense that this whole pump and dump ordeal was not really the cause of the pump and dump group, at least in my opinion it wasn't, because I don't think they have that type of power. Some might call out that it has. I didn't even mention it in my What Happens to ADA video, purely because I don't think it really had that much of an effect. They're calling it out as if GME, AMC, Doge, XRP, and ADA are all pumped by these pump and dump groups really alone. Well, Doge, I think, was mostly just because of Elon. GME AMC is really because of the Wall Street Bets part. XRP was not even Wall Street Bets associated, but mostly just the XRP pump group. And ADA, I don't think they really did anything to it. You might argue, but I don't really think they did. And right now, we're seeing a lot of pump and dumps come around. I'm just telling you guys to quickly be careful with it. And check out my Discord. The link is down below. That is definitely worth it. Or check out the XRP official Discord. Link is down below too, as they're definitely worth checking out. Then Grayscale acquires 1.5 times of total Bitcoin mined in January. I have no idea why they have this picture here, but it did make me a little bit hungry. I do not know if this is, I think this is food. For a little second, I thought it might be some like decoration, but no, I see some, this is definitely edible for a good part. It's definitely edible. It does make me a little bit hungry. Gets me some tingles, but on a side, here's how much Grayscale bought, 41,430. Here's how much was mined, 28.9 thousand. They literally bought 1.5 times the amount of Bitcoin mined, so we're running dry. If that alone is what Grayscale is doing, think about all the other companies doing that. Crazy. By the way, check out 5 Minute Crypto too. A link is down below. It's my second channel. And check out GSX. It is the first growth coin, the first gold-backed coin as well. It's pretty interesting. It is 10 cents per coin right now, plus a 15% bonus, plus a 5% bonus for using my link. I have personally put a couple $1,000s in, so go check it out. Ripple says Japan's first challenger bank has integrated money tap. Japan's first challenger bank, Kiash, is using the RippleNet-based solution MoneyTap to implement real-time account top-ups. MoneyTap provides the infrastructure for service and acts as an electronic payment agency. It does not utilize XRP, yet we are very excited about all of this because it is bringing RippleNet to a very large audience, so I personally very much like. And then will Apple be the next company to adopt Bitcoin after Tesla? Not too sure, because they're not really talking about that type of stuff. However, from a different perspective, yeah, I do think eventually they will join the game too, because I think most companies will do so. In November, Total Investments portfolio manager Dan Weiskopf said that Apple investing between $10 and $20 billion in Bitcoin would be more profitable in the long term than the tech company aggressively buying back stock. He added that the crypto investment would also be the hedge against inflation. In the end, they are the most valuable company with $200 billion in cash on hand. If they only were to go for, let's say, 10% of that into Bitcoin, yep, they'd definitely make $1 billion in a day, maybe more, which is another, I guess, just 1% of the total reserves in a day. It's a large amount. If they go crazy, they put a $200 billion in, which would be 25% of all Bitcoin in circulation, which is kind of impossible. Theoretically speaking, in terms of price gains, I know they wouldn't be able to cash it out, but on paper, it would literally make, I'm going to say 40, 50%, maybe even 100% in one day. Don't you guys think too, if Apple were to put in $200 billion into Bitcoin, that Bitcoin would literally go to $100,000 in like a near instant? I do think so, because I would definitely buy all the Bitcoin I could below $100,000. I would definitely be happy to do so. Tesla buying it in, even now, Bitcoin below $50,000 just seems like a very good deal to me, yet I don't have too much money anymore to keep buying. Again, the future is looking bright for them, and if I could, man, would I go down this rabbit hole. But you also got to think about the future for your own good, right? I can't put more money than I have into Bitcoin, otherwise I would definitely do so. Prices are already going crazy on some of these exchanges, and I know the sell pressure might be going crazy, but Tesla entering the space here has shown all of us there's no going around this anymore. Bitcoin is a standard for right now. Altcoin season is around the corner here, and things are just looking really, really good for crypto. That was it for today, though. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.